Students, welcome to our online classes. I am Ravi Kumar KR, lecturer in computer science, gsipucmysuru College, Mysuru. Students, in my previous session, we have learnt about software and different types of software, application software and system software. And application software is the software which has been developed for one particular application. Tally, MS Word and other game software are example for application software. Next, another type of software is system software, and these system softwares are the software which has been developed for the proper functioning of the computer and computer resources. Today we will start this session with another type of software, that is language translator. Language translator. Now students, in my previous session I had explained to you about types of computer languages. They are machine level language, assembly level language and high level language. So what is a machine level language? It is a language of machines or language of zeros and one. So here it is all commands are in the form of numbers or combination of binary numbers. Assembly level language is the language of mnemonics or language of codes. So it had some codes. For example, add is a code for addition rather than using numbers. High level language, it is an English like language. Here we are using alphabets A to Z, uppercase and lowercase, and some digits 0 to 9 and special characters. As we are familiar with English language today, it is easy for us or programmer to learn, understand, to work with high level language. Now let us look into that language translator. Now why do we need a translator here? As I told you already, if you want to have effective communication, so both of us should be on the same platform. I mean to say, in this example there are two components, computer as well as user. So computer is a machine, so user is a programmer or one who works with the computer. So if a user wants to communicate with the computer, he has to learn a computer language. That's what you have learned in previous session. So there are three levels of languages. So here, as the computer can understand only machine level language, that is a language of zeros and one. So if you write a program in machine level language, so you need not to translate, or there won't be any question of using translator from high level language to machine level language. So what is the use of language translator? So these are the language translators or the system software used to translate programs written in assembly level language and high level language into machine level language, or in other words, it translates the programs or codes written in assembly level language and machine level language into a machine instruction. So that is why we need a translator, because computers knows only a machine level language. Suppose if you write a program in assembly level language and high level language, we need to have a translator. So translator, what it does, it converts a language, or it converts the program from assembly level language into machine level language, or high level language into machine level language. So here generally we say here is a translator. It converts a programs from high level language, that is we say it is a source program. It is a source program, and after conversion convert into object program or object code. So this is your machine level language. So this is the use of translator. That is why we are using translator. So what is the source program here? The program written in any of the high level language are called source program. As computer cannot understand this high level language, it has to be translated. So through translator, it converts from high level language into a machine level language, it is called as object code or object program. There are three types of translator. They are interpreter, interpreters, assemblers, and compilers. There are three levels of translator. They are interpreters, assemblers, and compilers. And here these interpreters are the one which converts the program written in high level language into machine level language line by line and execute immediately. The meaning of this interpreter is a type of translator. It converts the programs line by line. Example, if a program has around 10 lines of instructions or 10 lines of codes. So, interpreter what it does? It first converts line number 1 and execute the line number 1. After completing the execution of one instruction, it goes to next instruction. So, after that it goes to line number 2, it executes or it converts into machine level language and execute the second line. After that it goes to line number 3 and so on. So, that is the meaning of interpreter. Interpreter are the one which converts the language, but how? It converts line by line of instructions and execute it. After executing one line of instructions or command, it goes to next line. So, that is how interpreter works. And again, what is assembler? Now, you know what is assembler language? The language of codes or mnemonics. So, we are using assembler, a translator, to convert the program written in assembly language into machine level language. So, what is assembler? Is a type of translator used to convert the program written in assembly language into machine level language. And compiler. What is a compiler? Again, a compiler is a type of translator used to convert programs written in high level language into machine level language. So, what is the difference between these two now? Interpreter and compiler, both of them are used to convert high level language into machine level language, but the difference is that interpreter, it converts line by line and executes line by line, but here compiler is not like that. It compiles entire programs once and execute once. For example, if your program has 10 lines, it converts all 10 lines of instructions at once and execute all instructions simultaneously. That is the difference between interpreter and compiler. So, this is about language translators. After this, we move on to another type of system software, that is utility software. So, here utility software. This software is designed to analyze or configure or improve the performance of computer system. So, here we have set of softwares available along with the computer system. So, what is the function of this? These softwares which helps the computer for proper functioning and also to maintain the computer system. So, for example, scanning a computer, scanning your hard drive, scanning your pen drive. So, scanning is a process. So, that is a software. Again, antivirus software, that is your to clean for virus. So, antivirus software is utility software. Similarly, another compression software, for example, WinRAR, we are using it to compress any file. So, that is a software. And text editors, all these are utility software. So, what is the function of utility software? These are the complementary softwares, or it is a software which looks after or we take care of our computer system at different level. We have different types of utility software. Main function of this is to, or it going to assist or help the computer for aids to maintain its system or for better performance. So this is about utility software. Next we move on to another type of software, that is loaders. Students, next we move on to linkers and loaders. Linkers and loaders are another type of utility softwares. Now we talk about linkers. What are linkers? Actually, if you look at a computer program, the computer program consists of number of modules and number of segments or number of sequence. So what is a module? Module is nothing but a set of small program. It forms one module. Similarly, your program consists of many modules and many segments. And what is the function of these linkers? These linkers are system software which links number of modules in a program together to form one file, or it combines different modules and segments of program into one program. That is called linker. After linking it produces or it gives us one file, that is executable file. So what are linkers? Linker is a system software which links or connects different modules and segments of program into one program, that is, it generates executable file. So this is the file necessary for execution in computer. Then after this file has been created, next the function of loaders. What are loaders here? Loaders are nothing but a type of utility software, and these loaders, it takes this exe file or is a object code. What do you mean by object code? As I have told you already, what is the object code? Before translator or before translation, it is a high level language or a source program. After translation is a object program or object code. So it takes or it accepts this object code, and that is nothing but your executable file. It takes this exe file or executable file and loads it from secondary memory into primary memory of a computer system. So the function of loader is it copies or it takes exe files after linking, then it loads those exe file or object code into computer main memory for execution. So in another way, it places object code into primary memory for execution. So this is about loaders. So these are our utility software. Utility software are a software designed for proper functioning, or which these software assists the computer system for proper functioning. So that under that we have loaders as well as linkers. Linkers which connects different modules or segments to form one program. It generates exe file, and these exe file will be copied from secondary memory into primary memory for execution through loader. So this is about utility software. Hope you have understood the concept now. I will meet you in my next session. Thank you very much.